The average home in Portland, Maine costs over $550,000. The first property in this video costs $14,000. 4 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, sitting directly on the Canadian border. Same state, different universe. Welcome to northern Maine, specifically Aroostook County. Up here, they just call it the county. It is a landmass larger than the states of Connecticut and Rhode Island combined, yet it holds roughly the population of a single Boston suburb. It is a region defined by crushing winters, massive geographical isolation, and real estate prices that look like typographical errors. We are looking at 5 houses today, all under $90,000. We're going to examine what you get, what you give up, and why some of these price tags aren't deals. They are warning labels. I am the Acre Scout. My job is to analyze the data the listings conveniently leave out, because out here, the asking price is just the cover charge. Let's start with the cheapest property on our list. I call this one the $14,000 Mirage. Before we look at the house, let's understand the ground it sits on. This is Madawaska, Maine, the absolute northernmost town in New England. You are physically touching the Canadian border here. The local culture is deeply Acadian, with a massive 83% of the historical population speaking French as their first language. But the population is shrinking, currently estimated at just over 3,800 people. The town survives almost entirely on the Twin Rivers paper mill. If you have a medical emergency, you are making an agonizing 20-mile drive on iced-over roads to the hospital in Fort Kent. The listing sells a very vivid dream. A 4-bedroom house with a nice lot for $14,000. Think about that number. It is cheaper than a heavily used 2015 Honda Civic. But the market reality tells a darker story. This house has been sitting on Zillow for 122 days. The 2024 property taxes are $853 against a tax assessment of $37,500. So why is nobody buying it? The catch here is the climate itself. There are public utility tie-ins at the street, which usually signals an easy renovation. But a house sitting empty at this price point in Maine almost guarantees exploded plumbing from deep winter freezes. Properties at the $14,000 mark in Aroostook County are strictly cash-only teardowns. No bank will finance this. When we look at the livable investment math, the real cost of this property isn't the asking price. It's the $15,000 to $20,000 you will pay an abatement crew to safely dispose of the lead, paint, and asbestos before you are even legally permitted to pour a new foundation. You aren't buying a starter home, you are buying a hazard site. If a total teardown isn't what you had in mind, maybe you are looking for an intact neighborhood. That brings us to our second property, the Cold War time capsule, priced at $35,000. Welcome to Limestone, Maine. Unlike Madawaska, the population trend here isn't just shrinking, it is devastated. Hovering around 1,500 residents, Limestone is essentially a military ghost town. Its entire local economy evaporated overnight in 1994 when the Loring Air Force Base closed. Just outside of town sits the decaying infrastructure of that base, including massive, empty concrete hangars built to house nuclear-armed B-52 bombers. The dream being sold is a detached single-family home on a manageable lot for $35,000 in a quiet area. You get 1,134 square feet, 2 bedrooms, and 1 bathroom. But the local market refuses to touch it. This specific property has been listed for sale 4 separate times since 2012, with absolutely no success. While public utilities exist, heating a poorly insulated 1950s home in Limestone, where January lows routinely hit -15 degrees Fahrenheit, can cost upwards of $600 a month in heating oil alone. Furthermore, a manageable lot is often just a polite way to describe cramped zoning. When you buy property in a post-military ghost town, you are inheriting an infrastructure grid built to support 10,000 people. But that grid is currently being paid for by only 1,500 taxpayers. This means municipal water minimums and local fees are often disproportionately high relative to the actual property value. You are subsidizing the ghost of a military base. Sometimes the issue isn't the town's history, but the sheer scale of what you're buying. Enter our third house, the 1-bathroom giant, listed for $49,000. The town is Easton, Maine. The population here is stable at roughly 1,300 people, thanks to a functioning agricultural economy. Easton is home to a colossal McCain Foods processing plant. Depending on the wind direction, the entire town smells heavily of fried potatoes. The dream here is spatial. You are looking at nearly 2,300 square feet of massive New England farmhouse architecture for under $50,000. Yet, this home has been sitting for over 80 days, even after a recent $20,000 price cut. The 2024 property taxes sit at $1,570, which jumped 8.3% from 2023. The hidden trap here is entirely functional. A 2,289 square foot farmhouse with only one bathroom is a daily living nightmare by modern standards. Adding a second bathroom to a 100-year-old house isn't just about buying fixtures at Home Depot. It requires tearing through historical lath and plaster walls, upgrading ancient electrical panels, and potentially overwhelming an ancient rural septic system. If you end up needing a new well to support that plumbing expansion, the math gets ugly fast. Drilling a new well in Maine's difficult bedrock costs $30 to $60 per foot. A standard 200-foot well replacement out here will cost a minimum of $6,000. That $49,000 asking price isn't a bargain. It is simply the entry fee for your hidden infrastructure upgrades. If you are willing to pay a little more to escape the town grid altogether, you end up looking at properties like our fourth house. I call this one the Backwoods Labyrinth, priced at $89,500. Welcome to Castle Hill. Population, 370 residents. Named after the dominant Haystack Mountain, the town is essentially a collection of rural routes cutting through dense, unbroken wilderness fueled by deep woods forestry. The nearest hospital is a 30-minute drive, but only in good weather. The dream is undeniable. 7 bedrooms for under $90,000 in absolute, unbothered isolation. A land baron's estate for the price of a luxury SUV. It's been on the market for 28 days. The trap here is pure spatial geometry. 7 bedrooms crammed into just 1,800 square feet means you are buying a maze of tiny closet-sized rooms. It is a massive structural redesign waiting to happen, requiring load-bearing wall removals and extensive framing work just to make it livable. And then there is the infrastructure reality. A remote 7-bedroom home requires a massive septic system to legally meet code for that occupancy load. If the existing tank fails, installing a new mound system in Maine's rocky, frost-heaved soil routinely exceeds $15,000. At nearly $90,000, you aren't acquiring a woodland estate. You are just adopting a massive structural and biological liability. The most dangerous listings aren't the obvious teardowns. They are the ones that use a few carefully curated photos to hide a collapsing reality. In northern Maine, our fifth property is the perfect example of this trap. The Edge of the World Sanctuary in Stockholm, priced at $73,900. Welcome to Stockholm, Maine. Originally settled by a colony of Swedish immigrants in 1881, today it has a population of just 250 people. The pitch here is incredibly compelling at first glance. A 3-bedroom home boasting 1,100 square feet, situated with peaceful river scenery. And if you only look at the first floor photos, the asking price makes total sense. You get nice hardwood floors, intact living spaces, and a genuinely cozy layout that looks move-in ready. So why has this house been sitting unsold for nearly 150 days? This is a house with a split personality. The moment you walk up the stairs, the sanctuary ends. The second floor is a sad, neglected time capsule with aging carpets that demand immediate replacement. But the real trap is waiting outside. The exterior maintenance has been heavily deferred, and the addition on the back of the house looks like it is about to collapse entirely. When you buy this property, you aren't just paying $73,900 for a river view. You are inheriting a massive structural liability. Tearing off a collapsing rear addition and rebuilding that exterior envelope in a town of 250 people means you will be importing labor and materials at a massive premium. And then there is the lifestyle tax. A hamlet of 250 people means a 40-minute round trip just to buy groceries in the dead of a Maine winter. You aren't just buying a cheap house, you are signing up for an extreme life of absolute, unyielding self-reliance, and a looming construction bill. So how do these properties stack up when we strip away the realtor, speak, and run the hard numbers? Here is the final Acre Scout ranking, moving from the most dangerous trap to the clearest mathematical value. Number 5. The Trap. The $14,000 Mirage in Madawaska. You aren't buying a house, you are buying a $20,000 asbestos and lead abatement bill frozen on the Canadian border. The purchase price is just the entry fee to a demolition site. Number 4. The Deceptive Sanctuary. The $73,900 edge-of-the-world sanctuary in Stockholm. What looks like a cozy riverfront retreat is actually a masterclass in deferred maintenance. You are paying nearly $74,000 to inherit a collapsing rear addition and a massive structural liability, all located 40 minutes from the nearest grocery store. Number 3. The Market Ghost. The $35,000 Cold War time capsule in limestone. It seems cheap up front, but this is a frozen 1950s relic that forces you to pay disproportionately high municipal fees. You are personally subsidizing the decaying, oversized water and power grid of a defunct Air Force base. Number 2. The Labyrinth. The $89,500 backwoods labyrinth in Castle Hill. Yes, it has 7 bedrooms crammed into 1,800 square feet, but the core structure is functional as is. If you don't mind the labyrinth of small rooms, you are securing beautiful, unbothered wilderness views. It is a sturdy, livable property that you can strategically open up and update on your own timeline. Number 1. The Best Value. The $29,000 one-bathroom giant in Easton. This makes the clearest argument for itself. Yes, upgrading to a second bathroom might trigger a $6,000 well replacement. But even if you sink $70,000 into renovations, you are all in for just $100,000 on a massive 2,289 square foot historic home. More importantly, Easton has a stable population of 1,300 and a functioning corporate agricultural economy. You are buying into a town that is actually surviving. Every property in this video forces you to answer the exact same question. Is it better to pay more upfront for existing infrastructure, or pay less to take on the profound liabilities of a frozen frontier? There is no such thing as a free house. The market always extracts its toll, whether in cash, construction, or extreme isolation. Which one of these makes the most sense to you? Let me know in the comments. And if there is a zip code you want forensically audited next week, drop it below. I am the Acre Scout. Don't buy the dirt until you know what's under it.